The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pairs game. And now your host, Dave.
That's going to play under the opening.
Is it?
As we fade in. The almost Godzilla-like roar that just occurred here. Hello, and welcome to the Media Zone. And Dave here, and Dave with you. Just adjusting our free-flowing sign there. Looks like it's lined up. And we're all set to go here. It's June 2nd.
Oh, I mean July.
Oh, July 2nd. I just put that up there because I forgot to. I wanted to be reminded of what time it was when this airs. And it's July 2nd.
Yeah.
Not June.
Correct.
June, remember I called it a little while ago? This has been a rainy, crappy summer.
Oh, it has been.
And we did get a few, we did get one weekend where there was all sun. And as we taped this, yesterday was a nice day. But it looks like the whole week is raining.
Yeah, I saw the forecast, and it had one day nice, and the rest was all the droplets of rain.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I
It's
don't understand. Why can't we have some nice days to go out and do things? Because in the winter it's too cold.
Yeah, well, it's a good time to go to the movies. Usually go, because it's hot, you go in and enjoy a little air conditioning if you're lucky in the theater. Don't go to that early showing, though, at the Regal, where they don't have their air cranked up, the 11:30 kind of showing. But yeah, go see some of these bad movies.
Yeah, but why? Why would you want to spend money on a bad movie?
I don't know. You'd like to go see a good one.
You would like to.
But as we tape this, I pulled up the Box Office Mojo.
Ah, the numbers. The numbers are in, folks.
I was just following this Dead Don't Die all weekend because it wasn't listed in the Regal. Usually they list, you can buy advance tickets. So
right.
You could see, and it wasn't showing up to the last minute. I got the Regal here. I want the Box Office. Here it is. Box Office Mojo. Now, they spend a lot of time down there in the Hudson Valley shooting this thing, and all the local actors are excited. And in there, some of them got their name in the credits.
Ooh, exciting.
And then it opens up on 600 theaters across the country. And we have the numbers. Now, where do you think The Dead Don't Die, which opened up on 600 theaters? Now, I'll tell you the Men in Black number, which also didn't do all that great, made a whopping $28 million.
Well, that's pretty good. That's for a week?
That's for the weekend.
The weekend. That's not bad. I mean, it's not spectacular, but it's not bad.
Okay.
I would say Dead Don't Die, 600 theaters, 1.7 million.
Well, it looks like 2,350,000.
All right. So it's off by a little more than $500,000. That's
But,
pretty bad.
It is pretty bad, and they're not telling us how much it cost to make this one. So,
At least 30 million.
I've never seen such bad critic reviews, and then people, and this has been popping up. This is how Facebook knows. It's been popping up all week on my Facebook feed, the Dead Don't Die ads, and I've been putting a clip to our review in quotes on there. So, get some extra viewers on there, which we did. And, people, it's just bad.
Scathing, Ed? Scathing?
Oh. It's supposed, and people are saying, "Oh, people don't get it. It's satire." And apparently, the satire was that Adam Driver had a Star Wars keychain. If this is what passes for satire these days, I don't know. And then at the end, they're talking to, breaking the fourth wall, and they're talking to the audience. Hey, did you read the script or something?
You know what? That reeks of an act of desperation.
Yeah.
Knowing the film is bad, you start talking to the audience. It's not like it's a Hope and Crosby road picture.
For some reason, a UFO shows up at the end. Just ridiculous.
Oh.
And they're blaming the zombies on global warming, and it's terrible. Terrible.
All right.
Don't bring this guy to our area to make films anymore. Jim Jarmusch. Keep him out. Now, what do we got? Do we got some good ones this week?
I don't know. We have Yesterday and we have Annabelle Comes Home. That's all I know.
Huh. Also, don't forget later on, we're going to give you a chance to win tickets to see some of these fine pictures out there. First one is Yesterday.
Yesterday. Yesterday, when I was young.
Stars Himesh Patel,
My favorite actor.
Lily James, Sophia DiMartino, Elise Chappell. Jack Malik is a struggling singer-songwriter in an English seaside town whose dreams of fame are rapidly fading, despite the fierce devotion and support of his childhood best friend Ellie. After a freak bus accident during a mysterious global blackout, Jack wakes up to discover that the Beatles have never existed. This is a high-concept film here. Performing songs by the greatest band in history to a world that has never heard them, Jack becomes an overnight sensation with a little help from his agents.
So this is in this alternate reality that he wakes up into. There have never been the Beatles, but he is aware of the Beatles, and he's aware of their songs, and he would take advantage and take credit for these songs.
That's the premise.
Okay.
If you buy the premise, you'll buy this film. I ain't buying it.
You're not buying it?
I say by the last reel, somebody's talking to the audience in this one. Slumdog Millionaire. The woman from Saturday, there she is. Saturday Night Live is in
Who's
here.
that? Is that Kate McKinnon?
Yeah. So maybe she'll bring something to this.
Huh.
Oh, James Corden.
I will disagree with you, Ed, and say it is a slightly interesting concept.
Interesting, yeah.
To see how it pans out. I would never go see it, of course.
No, not for $12.
Because I don't go see films basically. But I love how they're using the kind of a Beatles font for some of this.
Wow.
As I am aware of all this, as my brother was a huge Beatles fan.
And you were the Monkees fan.
I was I was a little bit younger, so that was the time frame for me was the Monkees.
The Monkees was on MeTV or some local channel for the summer, I think.
Yes, it was.
And it looks like it was well for that channel, which isn't in high def though. Looked like they did a good remastering job on it.
Yeah, it actually looked pretty good. I watched a few of them and again said, "Why do I like this? Why did I ever like it?" Just I don't know, just an interesting little 2 seasons. Kind of like that lasted 2 seasons like Star Trek.
Yeah.
But doesn't have the legs of Star Trek. Although they're still out touring.
As you know.
As I went and I met a monkey.
Yeah.
I met Mickey Monkey.
Mickey the Monkey.
Mickey the Monkey. I met Mickey the Monkey.
Yeah, that was fun, right?
No.
No.
No, it was fine. It was fine. It's not like we had time to have some drinks and booze it up with Mickey Monkey, but just a quick little chat with a celebrity. I'm not one of these celebrity lovers. I won't go, "Oh my God, it's so no." But
I don't go,
nice
but I like to. It's kind of fun to see the celebrities. You can see by the wall of celebrity autographs here from the. Although lately there hasn't been anybody really appearing that I would leave the house for, other than Flash Gordon.
You don't leave the house unless you got to do grocery shopping.
Right.
That's it. How is that possible?
And even then, this Amazon delivery service, which I'm not using, because I can go out to the store, but my wife has discovered the Amazon shopping service, and every couple days, a giant box from the Amazon pantry shows up.
You you both could die and no one would know.
No one would know. There'd be the last couple of deliveries out on the step.
Yeah, there'll be.
I just thought of something else I'm going to write down. We
Well,
can
you do
talk
that.
about a delivery type story.
All right. I'm going to move into the next film that's coming out is Annabelle Comes Home.
Ooh, let me get that going
Oh,
here.
but you only wrote Annabelle. This stars Vera Farmiga, McKenna Grace, and Patrick Wilson. Determined to keep Annabelle from wreaking more havoc, demonologists Ed and Lorraine Warren bring the possessed doll to the locked artifacts room in their home, placing her safely behind sacred glass and enlisting a priest's holy blessing. But an unholy night of horror awaits as Annabelle awakens the evil spirits in the room, who all set their sights on a new target. The Warrens' 10-year-old daughter Judy and her friends. Ah! Rated R for horror, violence, and terror. So Annabelle Comes Home.
Annabelle apparently makes enough money with the low budget to bring her home for the third one.
This is a third one.
Well,
Okay, I was going to ask how many were there because I have no clue.
There was Conjuring, Conjuring 2.
Those are Annabelles.
Well, she was in there. It's all
Okay.
the same. The Warrens. Those were the Warrens story. Looks like this is more.
Are
of
they
a-
real people, the Warrens?
Yeah,
Didn't she just pass away?
She just passed away. Yeah.
Okay.
So the two Conjurings, Annabelle, second Annabelle, this Annabelle. The Nun is also thrown into that series, and this La Ducha, whatever it was from the spring, that actually was tied in somehow to the Conjuring universe. They're calling it.
I was just going to say you have your what do they call the superhero verses?
The Marvel superhero universe, was it?
Was that, and then they have the monster verse.
The Monster
that
verse.
they're trying to do, which was what was that? The Mummy was like the bomb of that one.
Oh, that was the Dark Universe
That's
from
Dark?
Universal.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And then the monsters with the Godzilla. Now we've got like this thing. I was going to call it the horror verse, but apparently as a joke. But apparently there's a real verse here.
It's the Conjuring
Oh
universe.
no.
I knew Vera Farmiga wasn't going to make it through the Godzilla. This is a spoiler alert, but I think
Oh.
it's safe. She wasn't going to make it through the Godzilla because she wasn't listed in the Kong versus Godzilla. Although Millie Bobby Brown and the father are listed, who did make it through.
Okay. Well, now I won't go see it. Thank you. Thank you for ruining it. By the way,
Yeah.
we're going to do DVDs. Let's do that.
No,
first. No.
Oh, no story.
All right, just a quick story. Nothing spectacular.
Okay.
But a few weeks back, Ed, as I was working my other job, someone came up to me and said, "Dave, do you remember me?" And
Ooh.
it was Debbie Ryan. Debbie Courier
Yes.
in the store.
In the store.
And when she first, now when people say to me, they look at me and go, "Dave," I'm thinking they just read the name tag, and they're going to ask me a question. But when she said, "Do you remember me?" and I immediately did.
You did.
I did.
That's good.
And we were just chatting up a little bit from the high school days and things that have occurred since then. But just thought I'd pass that along because she pops up on.
Did you know her from high school?
Yes.
You did. I
Yes.
didn't know her much from high school, but more after high school as we chat about Hallmark ornaments.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm just saying. Every time.
I actually chat with her more now than I did in high school,
Well-
thanks to the fabulous world of Facebook.
Yeah, I was just going to say, when you say chat, you're not really talking to her. But I only bring it up because a lot of times I ignore your posts. But when I don't, and it's something personal, I just don't open up because there's so many things that pop up. But every once in a while I'll check it and I'll see her name and she'll make a comment or something.
Yes,
So I just thought,
was aware of the show.
yes. So I did. We chatted for a bit there at the store.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that. I found pictures of our old teachers online.
I did see that.
Did you see that?
I think that's why it reminded me because I think she commented.
Yeah,
on
everybody that commented, I pulled out that segment.
Okay.
Talking about our old teachers, and then the next week is we celebrate June 19th, which was the last show last week,
Right.
which I'll also pull out and send to all our friends. I have more friends from high school now than I actually did in high school,
Yeah.
which consisted, I think, John Roddy and maybe you in the last year.
Yeah.
And in the last year, I had more. The other times I just sat there and prayed to get out at 3 o'clock.
You just can't wait to escape things, can
No,
you?
I couldn't wait to
School,
get out
the
of there.
job.
The job. Now is good. This is a good time now. This is what we were waiting for
This is what
all
we're-
those years ago.
Just don't. I'm sorry. I just don't understand the
You'll find out because you said you think you're retiring in September.
right.
You will find out, even though.
But I still have to get out of the house. That's the thing. I have to be out. I have to be doing something.
Well, you said, yeah, that was a surprise. Look, it's on YouTube. That thing. Will you be bored in retirement? Look for that segment.
I will look at the next segment.
And I'm not bored yet. We're a year in, as we just celebrated.
And you've left your house 4 times in that year?
Not a lot of times. I wanted to look up when we started the new media zone because we're getting close. This is 4th of July.
Yeah.
I can remember being down here on the 4th of July. People, are out celebrating and things. But I was down here making the desk that we're now sitting at and painting it. And I remember clear as a bell a year ago. So the last media zone was shown on May 8th.
Uh-huh.
And we taped that day after I retired, remember, in April 20th. And the first news show was on the air in July 24th. So while I was painting the desk here on the 4th of July, it looks like we taped not long after that.
Okay.
And the first show was July 24th. I was just trying to figure out, we're coming around to a year that the new media zone has been on the air, and we're not canceled yet. Like the new Temperature is Rising was canceled after less than a year. I found a bunch of other new shows that I didn't really remember. The new Dick Van Dyke show.
Oh, yes. Did that have Hope?
Hope Lang.
Hope Lang, yes.
And then there was the new Perry Mason.
With, wait a minute, don't say it. Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah, that guy who was always in everything.
Give me the first name.
It starts with an M. And his last name starts with an M.
Monty Markham.
Monty Markham. The new Perry Mason.
Yep.
It's another new show that only lasted a year.
Yeah, that didn't last.
So I got to find some more. We'll do a whole show of the new, which is...
Not that this is related to that, but I used to love Police Surgeon.
Yeah, you would comment...
I don't. It's just it was such a bizarre concept to me. And I can't remember the guy's name. Simon, maybe something was the actor. I don't even know. But Police Surgeon, I remember it was in syndication.
Syndication. I don't know where you were seeing that. And
Police Surgeon. I got to watch this. It was awful. But it lasted a while.
We'll have to look that up.
Yeah. Well, you do that while we do DVD releases. I'll look it up. Go ahead.
Okay. In the next month, there's slim pickings at the DVD releases.
Okay.
But this is one we have here. This Island Earth was 2.5 years in the making.
Okay.
And this is the one that has, I don't know how you say it exactly, the Metula mutant.
Well, I don't know what that is.
He's the blue-looking guy with the big brain head and the pinchers. They kind of slip him in as a universal monster sometime when they need to round out like a 8-pack of monsters. the Mole Man and the Metula mutant show. I'll throw a picture. He's in the corner there, very tiny on the right.
Oh, I see him. Yep. By the way, it's Sam Groom was Police Surgeon.
Oh. And what year was that on? Did you notice that?
No, I didn't.
No, you put it away.
You go ahead. Go to the next one.
We'll go to the next one.
It'll come back up again.
I was just wondering, I don't even remember that airing.
I think it's like 70s, 80s, maybe.
It had to be like late 60s, wasn't it?
No.
No, it was one of those 70s.
I think, yeah.
Syndicated like Dusty's Trail.
Dusty's Trail. Dusty's Trail.
Monster on the Campus. This was a
Oh my God, that looks ridiculous.
low budget, but interesting. I think he was scraped by a prehistoric fish fossil.
Okay.
And he turned into this like caveman monster. He was on the campus with the, let's see, where they got the co-ed beauty, captive
of man monster.
We're not seeing this in high def like you are right now. we're trying to read it across the room here.
Oh, I remember this. I remember this film. The name. I just don't remember what it was about.
I remember the odd name, whatever the tamarind seed is. Is that an actual seed of a plant or something?
I don't know.
The only reason I remember this is because this was playing at the Radio City Music Hall when we went in to see the Rockettes. And this was the film that was playing, so I saw the last 10 minutes of this.
So Omar Sharif.
Blake Edwards. It doesn't look like a comedy though.
Right. That's usually what his forte. Oh. Dick Cavett show baseball. Oh, so it's all baseball pitchers.
Here.
Well, I know all those pitchers.
You know all the pitchers?
I do know them all.
Special guests.
I don't know who that is, but I know all the pitchers.
I've kind of heard of Satchel Paige and Whitey Ford. That's about all.
Whitey Ford, the Yankees pitcher. Satchel Paige was, he pitched forever. Tommy John, they have the surgery named after him. The Tommy John surgery, which...
I just heard that. Is there some guy currently getting that surgery?
Yes.
Because I heard that. I said, I got to look that up. What the hell is the Tommy John surgery?
Yes, it's the old collateral ligament of the elbow, whatever. But anyway, he was the first guy to have this surgery done, so they named it the Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
And it was very experimental when he first had it done, which is odd that it's named after the guy who had the surgery done instead of the physician who created the surgery, which, of course, I can't name. He died recently, like within the past couple of years, the guy who initiated the surgery. But, yeah, you think he would be the one named.
It was an odd choice to name the thing. You can name a pizza after that, like Papa John. That's fine.
That's right.
But not a surgery.
Right. So his name will live on forever, mostly known for his surgery. Okay, this looks good.
Pets, the trailer, I thought it might be a good trailer. It's one of those low-budget 70s films where, for some reason, the guy was keeping women as pets.
And I see nothing wrong with that. Do
you?
You?
Could never, in the 70s, yeah, you could never do this today.
I don't really think you could do it ever.
I mean, make this film.
Oh, okay.
You could never keep a woman as a pet. But you could kind of make a film about it in the 70s. The exploitation genre. That's it.
Oh.
Let's see. There's a couple things.
By the way, police surgeon, mid-70s.
Mid-70s?
Yep.
Wow, I know what channel. That wasn't on 10 or...
I think it was.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was on 10, like 11:30 after the news.
Yeah. Whatever time it was on, I was not watching it.
It originally was called Dr. Simon Locke. That's where I got the Simon from.
Uh-huh.
And then they changed it to police surgeon. So there you go.
Wow. The only...
Great show. I'm the only person that ever heard of it.
Police surgeon.
I also remember, when things were rotten.
Oh, that was great. Yeah, I remember that because I had to go to a confirmation class on Wednesdays in 8th grade, and I would much rather have been watching...
Before VCRs and all that.
When things were rotten. I couldn't tape it. I was forced to go to confirmation class. Did you go to that one?
Yes, that's why I'm laughing.
In 8th grade?
I was forced into that.
We were teens. We were kind of done with that by that point. I remember the church was next door to Kim's, where we went over and got our Japanese gum or whatever it was. It was the candy that came in the wrapper.
The Kim's Oriental store?
Yes.
Okay, right next to the luggage store, right?
Yeah.
Up by where old producer Jim's parents. You could go down that street.
Oh, no, this was the original location.
Oh,
next to St. Clair's Church.
Oh.
And,
okay.
Before we went in there, we got the Kim's candy. It was the same store. It was a smaller there at the time. And it was a candy that had a rice wrapper that would melt in your mouth.
Yeah, it was edible.
This was the excitement we had.
Right. I could eat the paper. Ooh.
And I can tell you, I don't remember a thing about this confirmation class I went to. All I remember to this day is I was missing when things were rotten.
It was yet another one of your exploits that you had to get away from.
Right. Do you remember anything about going to confirmation class?
I do remember going, and I remember they have a handful of other people, students, whatever, in there. And I remember just hating every second of it. And just dreading even the day before, going, I know where I'm going tomorrow.
And
just
was it
dreaded
8th grade?
It was around there.
Yeah, whenever when things were rotten.
And then you had confirmation with
This-
Bishop Hubbard.
This is when you could eat the cookie, right? Is that what confirmation, or that was baptism? I wish I could remember. all
The wafer, the piece of foam, you mean,
Yeah,
that you
yes.
get in church,
Right.
and the wine that you drink out of the glass with 50 other people, and they give that kind of ceremonial wiping of it, like you're getting it clean.
Jeez. Oh, God.
Everyone's spit is in the wine.
Oh.
Ugh,
Oh.
No
Geez,
good.
I wish we had. This is a great subject that we came probably have to go to the game. I'm going to write that down. The confirmation and the what was the other one? The confirmation and
the wafer?
what's the original one? The baptism? What's the one in between there?
I don't know what you're
Confirmation.
You mean your classes you went to?
Confirmation.
The religion classes
Yeah.
that you went to? All right, well, it's game time, isn't it?
Confirmation is what we went to in 8th grade, right?
Well, yeah, that's...
What was the one before that? Where you go and get the wafer for the first time. Oh, communion.
Oh, the communion. Your first communion.
I forgot even the name of what it was called. Besides all,
You black those things out.
we do. All I remember is the lovely black and white picture of me sitting there in my little gown.
Yep.
You remember that?
Yes,
one?
I do. Wow.
Right.
God. It's stories like that make me thankful that I'm 57 years old.
Gee, what a terrible things we had to live through. And I guess
man.
everybody did them because, there was no internet at the time. Where you could find out that this stuff was ridiculous we were doing.
I had to do it because if I didn't, my mother would give me a backhand to the head.
Right. That's the only reason we did it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's hurry up and get this game in.
All right, let's get the
here we
game
go.
in.
People have sent in emails.
I'm going to shake it up. You're going to pick it.
I'm going to look into this camera.
Yep, you do everything.
You have sent in some emails and selected numbers from 1 to 6. We pick your blah, blah, blah.
I don't know if I'll be able to find my confirmation picture, but if I do,
Oh,
I'm going to insert it right in there.
boy.
Do you have any idea where yours might be?
No. Probably my mother probably has it.
Has
She
it
probably,
somewhere?
Who knows? It's Gary, 2 and 4, and spin.
Gary's another one I'm going to have to try and contact. We haven't heard from Gary in a long time.
So what's this from? What are all these from?
These are from last year.
Oh, okay.
We kept them, remember, because the
right.
producer's handwriting is on these. So that was his there, spin.
Okay.
But we have not heard from. So these
Wow.
go back a year and a half. We kept them all in there.
All right. Well, we better hurry up.
Okay.
2 and 4.
We thought we weren't going to have any material for this
I
show.
know. Well, we won't have it for the next 3 shows. 2 and 4.
Oh.
And I just bought a bunch of poppers. And let's see what we got here.
How's the game board? A little easier to reach
A little bit.
I did remember to cut the bottom this time.
There you go. Oh, that one barely made it. Yeah, there you go. All right. Well, you didn't match, unfortunately. But if you want to enter, and you want to, not have us have to check where you are, if you're still alive or wherever, send an email to mediazone95@gmail.com. That's mediazone95@gmail.com. 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, reveal what's behind, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you write spin, which Gary did, we take out the wheel, and you can win up to 6 tickets. Is that right now?
Yes.
6. I always want to say 10, but it's 6. 6. So enter. It's that simple.
Yes. On some of the older entries, we will be confirming your address because I'm not sending out passes to places that we're not sure of. It has been a while since some of those entries have come in. So please respond to your emails.
Oh.
Next time, do we have a good one? I think Spider-Man, right?
Spider-Man Far From Home.
And a very creepy-looking semi-horror film.
Midsummer?
Yeah.
Huh.
So that's what
Is
we'll
that how you
have.
pronounce it? Midsummer?
I believe so.
It's not summer. It's
No,
summer.
Summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but we'll have to. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out when you find out.
Yeah, we'll find out next time. Oh, happy 4th of July coming up in a couple days. And don't go downtown with the fireworks. Turn on the Channel 9 for 5 seconds and see. It's the same every year.
No, it's not the same. You got to be there. You got to feel the explosions, Ed.
Oh.
You got to feel it.
You can feel it in your own backyard now that they're selling fireworks at Price Chopper.
All over the chopper there.
All righty, we will see you next time.
New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.